Hello everybody and welcome back. We are here yet again with another Geek Out episode for you. It is the end of November now, so we are bringing you some great November news and some November content. It's been a really lively month as far as things happening in the world of geek. So we've got a lot of cool stuff to bring you. Anyway, let's start from our left and your right. Max, why don't you start it off?
You know how I'm a stonk guy. I love stonks.
You like stonks?
Yeah. All that, you know, the
yeah.
NASDAQ, knick-knack, paddywhack, all that jazz. My Tesla stonk went down. I don't know why.
You own Tesla stonk?
Tesla
So does
stonk.
Talon.
My Tesla stonk went pretty far down.
It's raw. I want to know why. So I sent you a link. I think this video will explain it for us.
Okay. No, you can't see my secret.
Okay. Oh God.
So
What a hideous vehicle.
it's their new truck, right?
Yeah, it's the Cybertruck.
It's cyberpunk truck.
That's atrocious.
It's Cybertruck.
Why are
broken
trade
glass
shows like
mishap.
a rock
Oh
and roll
my.
concert?
I hate how it looks.
It's super ugly.
Okay,
I get why.
don't worry. They fixed the ugliness.
I don't think it's ugly. I think it's drastically different.
That's fine. Sometimes people don't have taste. So he said the windows are pretty much unbreakable.
To be fair,
A little
the window-
softer there. It's a little softer. And he's
Rip.
like, it didn't go through. So there's more to it, but that's the best one I found.
They also beat the living hell out of it.
Yeah, no, like,
They take sledgehammers to it.
it's not supposed to do that.
No, well,
It
I don't
wasn't
know.
like it wasn't supposed to spider like that, and
You're
he
right.
actually has a face that's like there's a great shot of Elon, and then they photoshopped his stock price going down, and he's just like, and the broken trucks in the background, just
Well, to be fair,
So
I mean,
who
in
cut
his
corners?
defense, most vehicles are not prepared to have rocks thrown at their windows.
But they
so-
claimed it was prepared. For that.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is like Pokemon saying lies.
I
He
was
just
gonna
said
say.
lies.
I was gonna say. I remember another company making promises.
telling lies.
all I'm gonna say is that so Elon said he was making a cyberpunk truck, and he made a cyberpunk truck.
So it was
like-
based off of Cyberpunk.
No.
he was
No,
banking
no,
off
no,
the
no,
hype
no.
of Cyberpunk.
No,
Yes.
Cyberpunk is a genre, not
I know.
just a game.
I'm being sarcastic.
No. Cyberpunk is Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
What
is
is
or
dead
or
right
or
now.
or is Keanu Reeves Cyberpunk?
I mean, I'll say this. I expect to see that in a cyberpunk movie. You know,
That would
and
be cool.
suddenly just like comes
I
out and
could
is like, like here's like I think the thing with these models, right, is that they look cool when you know they're not real, and then when you see them in real life, it's like, oh,
I don't know. See,
okay,
I still think it looks cool.
yeah, I think it looks pretty neat.
It's just drastically different than anything else we've ever seen. So
Let me say it this way. I think it looks really neat, but if I was driving that, I'd feel real stupid.
Yeah.
I would
why,
not feel
wh-
cool.
Why are you caring about how you look when you drive?
My inner id is so powerful, Talon. I can't control it. Help.
You know what I do when I drive?
Crash your car.
And crash your
Just
No,
in case you
just-
wanted. That
just-
has happened.
just
Just
other
in case
cars.
you wanted an
Never
insider.
my fault though. Just saying.
He doesn't do that.
All right, Kimmy.
Oh, it's my turn.
Hit
Okay.
us with your
All right, you ready? You
wonderful
ready?
news.
So my thing is Planet Zoo. I'm so excited and.
Did that come out this last week?
Yeah.
The hype is real.
Well, it
Wow.
came out. It came out a little bit earlier this month, but you know,
It's all
I haven't
relative.
been able to play it yet because school.
For those that don't know what it is, why don't
Oh,
you
thank God, someone's gonna cover
Okay,
this.
okay.
explain what the
So if you
explain
ever
the game,
played
please.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, Frontier Development's Roller Coaster Tycoon from the early 2000s,
What's a roller coaster?
that's cute.
Okay, so
Okay, so Roller Coaster Tycoon, right? And the, I don't know, sister game to Roller Coaster Tycoon was Zoo Tycoon, which was made by Blue Fang. And I sunk so many hours into this game. And it is
so
a
did I.
zoo simulator. You create,
never-
run, and customize your own zoo.
I suck
To
at
some
games.
people, that's putting a bear and a human in the same enclosure.
That is definitely
No,
what I
it
would
wasn't
do.
a bear and a human. I'd put like the bears with like the zebras. Or my other favorite one is, at least back in my, before I was mature and understood how ecosystems worked, I would put like just flood up this whole cage filled with water, put a bunch of crocodiles in there, and then just put like kangaroos or something in there, and watch the crocodiles like.
Mommy, Daddy, what are the crocodiles doing? They're kissing the kangaroos because they love them so much.
Funny
Why
story.
are the kangaroos not trying to want to grab the water? Because they're scared. Let's go look at another exhibit. It's just all murder.
Now, funny story. Growing up, my brother and I shared the same computer, and we had Zoo Tycoon installed on the computer. So I would go onto the computer when he wasn't home, and I would go into his zoo, and I would flood all of his cages with water and put crocodiles in all of them. And then I would save and quit just before they did anything. So next time you logged in, all of a sudden all the crocodiles would just attack everything.
And then Brogan's brother flooded him in his sleep.
And now my brother has an obsession with drowning. No, he doesn't really.
Anyway, so Zoo Tycoon was a really awesome game that didn't get that kind of update that Zoo Tycoon did, and it got lots of iterations and all those things. And then Frontier made Planet Coaster, which is an amazing game that I have also sunk almost 300 hours into. So I'm excited. I really want to play it, and I have to make myself wait till after December 6th.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm just finally glad that we have something like that to fill that niche, because it's been, what,
Right?
like, the last time we got, like, a Zoo Tycoon, or even, like, before Roller Coaster,
the last
Planet Coaster, whatever, it was, like, what, 2004?
Let's see, Zoo Tycoon, the last thing we got was the console versions, which I'm not a huge fan of. They were very oriented to small children with, like, kart races in them.
Ew, really?
It's weird. Yeah. So I wasn't a huge fan of those, but so those came out in like 2017, and actually one came out this last year. They made an ultimate animal collection version.
I don't really count that. I don't count that.
But Frontier did make those as well, so...
Oh, well, everyone has a dark past, I guess. No, you can't see my...
Yeah. Yeah.
Have bumps in the road.
So, yeah, so there's lots and lots of animals, and they all have unique animations and interactions, and as an animator, like, that just kind of blows my mind. Like,
it is true. You gain an appreciation for things when you have to do them.
Yeah, so I want to play it. And I won't be flooding anybody's zoos with crocodiles and water.
I've learned my lesson. I've learned
that.
Talon will flood your zoo with crocodiles.
But
Talon will not.
Eventually you get bored. And then you're like, you know, it'd be fun to just kill all the people in my zoo.
What if this was just an entire aquarium?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to set you up with some Zoo Tycoon when we're done with this.
See, I like all this stuff, but what if they were all under the water? Just
improvise,
big
adapt, overcome.
Oh.
Well,
right,
it is a great
Yeah.
game, a great release, and it is one that kind of got swept under the rug. Like, not a lot of people knew about it, so I'm all for it. And
It's because it is pretty niche. Like,
Yeah.
it is
I
a
don't
very
think
niche market.
Those really...
Anyway, go check it out. For my segment, it's the end of November, end of the month. We've got like a week left. So, per usual, I will be sharing my meme of the month.
Your mom.
Mom!
All right,
Brogan's mom
that's it.
back.
That was my whole bit. Was your mom? Okay, all right. Talon.
Brogan's
No, I'm
mom's
kidding.
back.
I'm kidding. Let me get it set up here real quick.
Let's go, Brogan's mom.
Woohoo!
What are we getting here?
It's going to be a really bad picture of Brogan's mom.
My mom is beautiful in every picture. Shut your
It's
mouth.
town with a... It's a dill pickle? What was that?
Okay,
That was what we were just...
so I have to explain just a little bit. This is a very
I don't want to hear your explanation. I want to hear
Can
the
we
video.
just play it?
Yeah.
Just play it.
That's probably fair. Let's just play it.
I feel alive, and the world I'll try. Body's aching. Oh, 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 oh. Oh! I've fallen and I can't get up. Can anybody help me? I see a little silhouette of a man. Hey, hey, hey! Help me! My time has come. Mama!
All right.
And one more, just because they are pretty short.
Oh, let's see this
I
one.
paid my dues time after time.
He's in prison with David Bowie. All right.
I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. I want to break free.
Watching some good friends screaming, let me out.
My time has come. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go.
Oh.
Just killed in the
Rip Bowie.
Okay. We're gonna. I
The
don't.
first one was better.
The first one was better.
The first one, yes, I agree. I don't know where or why this started. It just kind of happened. The first ones,
The first ones are great. I
the
think-
very first ones were actually from, full disclosure, were from the very end of October. So it's not fully okay, but most
You lied about your mom?
I feel like the first one was him getting stuck in a slide, or something like that.
there's so many of them. Like they are just popping out like
Freddie
baby
Mercury stuck in a
rabbits.
slide.
So this is gonna. I'm putting myself on blast here. This reminds me of the Billie Eilish TikToks. Did you ever see those?
Oh, the
Where they used
I
I'm
don't
a
care
buff-
for Billie
I'm a buff
Eilish,
guy.
and I don't care for
lines.
TikTok, so no. I
It's
haven't.
just a bunch of
I
people. They're
like
like, I'm the
TikTok.
buff guy, and he goes, what? I'm the buff guy, tough guy. No, I'm the like. They're just using the audio clips from the song to have this conversation.
That's
And it's
pretty
just
much
the
all it
weirdest
is.
stuff.
Basically, this guy has taken sound bites or sound clips
Yeah.
of Freddie Mercury
Yeah.
and his songs
and other very young,
made
various
them-
Them
artists.
into a stop motion animation.
and made Freddie Mercury in a bunch of random scenarios.
Stupid scenarios.
It's so dumb,
I don't know. I slip on ice every day.
but they have garnered literally millions of views. Like these things just
They
exploded.
blow up. My favorite has got to be the one where he learns how to drive with Elton John.
There are a lot of them. I have not seen all of them.
Okay.
But in the last like month, have been like 50 of these stupid videos.
Talon has extreme meme knowledge. Talon, what have you got for us this time around?
Okay, well, I think I want to talk about the big one, the Game Awards.
Is that happening?
All the nominations were released.
We did
Ooh.
promise the fans.
That is true.
When is the Game Awards?
December 13th.
Ooh, that's a day for my
Friday the
There's a-
13th.
Yep.
I might add.
birthday. Ooh, that means that game's gonna win Game of the Year.
Was that
No.
nominated?
No.
No,
It
I
wasn't
don't
even
know.
a.
No.
Anyways,
No,
all right,
the,
Talon.
Talon.
the
My
nominations
chokes
are pretty
land.
cool, though. You've got, which,
Fair.
I don't know, I feel like it wasn't received very well, but
It didn't have a lot of publicity.
It didn't have a lot of
just because it got put. Like there was no like marketing for
Right.
it really.
I played
It
a
just
little bit
kinda
of it. It's
happened.
great.
yeah, it looks like a
deserves to
great
be up on
game.
the
I haven't played it.
nominations.
To be honest, I've only played one of the games, so, and that would be the Outer Worlds, which
Which he
personally,
loves.
I hope wins, but I don't see it winning.
I don't see it winning either.
Especially when it's up against Death Stranding is one of the other ones.
I don't see that winning either.
I don't see it winning either, but because Kojima is like just the big name, it kind of carries weight.
Good.
It's a very well known game
It's a
just
very
because of
well-known
how
game.
like it was just very controversial and very talked about.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
You also have Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
interesting.
I would
interesting
love to see
choice.
that win.
So,
That's
which is the one that I
kind of
think
surprising.
will end up winning. And then we have Resident Evil 2, which I think is stupid.
Are all those the nominations?
Am I missing one? I don't think so.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
asking.
that's it.
I'm just a little
I see
salty
Sekiro winning.
that
I
Borderlands
see
3
Sekiro. No, it's didn't.
I know. I'm just a little salty that Borderlands 3 didn't get nominated.
I'm not.
I feel like, because like
I
Game
think that kind of a game is a kind of a stupid nomination because it's not original. I'm
Except-
upset that Resident Evil 2 was nominated because that's like, granted, a very well done remake, but it's just a remake. Like, there's not
Okay,
really
but
a
here's
why
the thing.
original
Last
content.
year,
not.
PUBG was on there. That wasn't even a finished game. It was still
Okay,
in beta
that's
when
fair.
it was nominated.
It
and I
did
hate
not.
that.
It did not win.
It did not, but I still think that should have been nominated. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of, we're on the same vein with this kind of thing. But for me, Game of the Year, right? That award says you made a game that plays well, looks
Yes.
well, and has a fun story.
Right.
Like compelling gameplay and that stuff. And out of all those nominations, I think Sekiro is the one
Probably.
there.
Yeah.
It has enough mechanics that all work well together. I mean,
Yeah.
Death Stranding, I'm playing it. I love it. It's a great story.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I will,
If you
I will
can make
admit,
sense of it.
the gameplay is...
Your balance.
It makes no
it's
sense.
a balance
It is.
simulator.
It makes no sense.
It's just that, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Even the people that have played the game from start to finish are like,
You know.
so there was a story there somewhere. Like,
Yeah,
boy.
I think it's a great game. I think there's going to be a lot of talk about it in the future, but I don't think it's Game of the Year worthy. Same with Outer Worlds. Like, I love that game to death, but like, you know, the gameplay is like, especially the combat and stuff, is a little dry.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Fallout and
Oh god, yeah,
New
I
Vegas
love it.
in space.
And the characters are just absolutely phenomenal, and I hope that they win some awards. I think they were nominated for 4 awards.
they'll win something at
I
least, I'm
would
sure.
love to see them get credit for story writing because they actually
Yeah.
built an RPG system where if you
Yep.
kill all the NPCs, you still can complete the quests.
Still complete the game.
You can complete the whole game by killing everybody.
Yep,
Anything that lives or
Wow.
breathes, you can kill it and you still can beat the game.
I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty, which means your companions can die, and that is scary. I have
Very
definitely-
scary because
I have
I've seen
definitely-
people play that game and
I have
He
definitely
restarted.
reloaded. Yeah,
He restarted once after
I
his
did.
companion died.
I did. Yeah,
That happened.
yeah, that happened.
It's a real struggle. Are there any
I've
other
already died,
games?
and I was like, I can't handle this.
Are there any other games that you guys wanted to be nominated for Game of the Year that you think deserved it? That
I
it
have to
wasn't?
think.
certainly.
Oh, did Odyssey come out this year?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yes. It is
Was it
nominated
technically
for,
this fiscal year?
It is nominated for Best RPG.
That should be up there with the Game Award.
Mm.
I feel like I would replace Resident Evil 2 with
2
Odyssey
that. That's fair.
because Odyssey is great.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of the games I have and I haven't played yet.
You know, but part of the problem with that game though is that its scale is so big.
It's
you can't.
insane.
That's a great thing.
But yeah, that's
because you don't have to do everything in it.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe if I was like still in high school and I had just
Time
the
to just
time to
explore.
pour into something like that.
Yeah.
Ugh,
But
friends.
anymore, you know.
Let me say this: I would rather see that in nominations than Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
No offense to Resident Evil 2, I think it's a great game.
No,
as well,
you're right.
but
And
It's
I
a
agree.
remake.
I'm with Talon here, where it's
It's
a
a
remake.
remake.
It feels a little odd. What was the other game I had in my head and I just forgot it? Shoot.
It was a pretty. I don't want to say a bad year for games because I think it was still a fantastic year. For
It was an
video games,
upswing for games, I think.
but it was an off year. It was the off year.
every
So,
7, every 7.
Next
When it ends
next
in
year,
7.
next year is gonna be wild
If
though.
the year ends in 7, it's a good game year.
we only have the lineup for the first like 3 or 4 months of next year, and it's
Yeah.
already like
Mind blowing.
my
Yeah.
wallet
Yeah,
is
um,
bleeding.
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh,
I know,
Cyberpunk's
but
next
then
year.
and then next
Cyberpunk's next year.
next holiday season is next gen consoles.
Next gen
too.
consoles.
So
Yep.
there's gonna be a whole wave of things coming
Yep.
out November, December next
Mhm.
year.
Yeah,
next gens.
and
Like
if
Halo.
if you didn't realize it, Half-Life Alex.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that was
I
kind
saw
of a
that.
mind blower as well.
Ooh, that VR looks smooth.
I'm very concerned about that. Because so here's the thing. So I work at our library's VR, and I'm the VR 3D printing specialist there, so I get to use their equipment there, and they always get the up-to-date VR stuff. So I've used their Vive indexes, which is what it looks like they were advertising with,
Yeah.
because of the finger controls. And I've played games with that. It's still a little finicky unless they spent the time to really nail that down.
Okay, how long has it been since Half-Life 2? How long?
She was like 2004. That's always my go-to guess. Is like
2004.
2004.
2004 is our best guess right now.
It's a new Half-Life game. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
new Half-Life
First
thing.
time in about
Valve-
15 years.
Valve does not drop the ball. I gotta say. Like
When it
was
comes
the
to making
last
games,
game?
okay, yes.
in their
What
games.
was the last game that Valve released?
It was a card game.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they did drop.
Okay, well,
Like,
I'm
pretty
thinking,
bad.
You know, they're big IPs though, like Portal.
Yeah.
Portal's always been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Left
I
4
guess
Dead.
what I would say, if they drop the ball on anything, it's publishing for
Yeah,
those games.
certainly.
Like, I'm not saying we need one every year, or every 2 years, or even every 3.
No.
But at least say you're working on some.
Now,
Don't just, like,
I
make
do
them
want to
leave it.
clarify, but I don't consider this Half-Life 3
Oh, I agree with that.
No,
because we are
there's
not continuing
it's
Gordon's
not.
story.
Mhm.
It's not called Half-Life 3. It's
Right.
not Half-Life 3.
So I still stand by the statement that Valve will never finish a trilogy.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I think that's completely true.
But I am overwhelmingly excited to get more story in the Black Isles and stuff. So
I
Black
can't wait to
Isles,
get
that's
that.
not right.
I don't know.
That's Black Isles.
I didn't pay attention to the story when I played it.
It's been a long time since I've
It's a shame.
touched
I usually do, but
anything by Valve.
Our game
I'm sorry, Valve.
Yeah.
designer didn't pay attention.
I didn't pay
Call
attention to the
yourself a
story
game
to
designer.
that because I was too busy figuring out the physics mechanics and how to get through the puzzles.
Gary's
Which
mod
were
is-
really well laid out.
Gary's mod was fantastic. I don't know if you've ever messed around with that. If you want to mess around with
Gary's
physics,
mod is pretty great.
Oh yeah, Gary's mod's great. That's a perfect example of mechanics gone well.
Well, before we wrap things up, there's
Yes,
just one
yes.
one last little thing that I feel like
boy.
would just be an absolute shame if we didn't talk about, because it has just been such big news this week, and that is the Google Stadia launch.
Oh.
Did that happen?
It hurts to
It
think
did.
about.
Oh, it happened.
Oh, it hurts
I-
to think
I
about.
was trying.
It crashed and burned.
I
as
was
hard as
trying.
we all thought
I
it
was
would.
trying to get into it, but it kept the latency was just. I couldn't tell if it launched yet or not.
I think Max's
Wow, what a slow burn that joke was.
expression
Just as slow as the Stadia.
says it all.
It's
What?
just
I was
an
dragging it out on
absolute-
purpose, you know.
I mean, I figured that it would not be as great as they thought it would be. I did
Certainly.
not anticipate it would be as absolutely horrid as it actually was.
okay, but so here's
we
the
are
thing, right?
talking miserable levels of failure.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When it was first announced and everything, the other companies felt threatened, and what they promised and what they showed at the conference floor looked impressive, and we were all kind of like, this is cool.
This is the future.
We hope this is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But also, if you've been in this industry and you've seen stuff like that, and you see things like that at E3, you know that promises aren't promises. And so we all were skeptical about it. And
Isn't that a
like Rogan said,
Fleetwood
yeah,
Mac
we
song?
didn't expect it to be as big as they said it was, but holy cow, it wasn't even the bare minimum of what they
No.
said it was.
It was pretty bad.
It's
It was,
a
Now,
shame.
along those lines, I think you're the one who told me that xCloud
Oh,
is.
That was Bergen.
Was it
Rogan?
Rogan?
xCloud is it's not even released, and it's 100 times better. So
Mhm.
Now, a release state is drastically different than an alpha or beta state. So
it is true.
because it is controlled at that point.
They are at this point. They are in a beta stage. I do
Yeah.
happen to know somebody personally that got accepted into the closed beta, so they are actually playing around with it.
This
We're
is
not-
for
That's
Stadia
awesome.
or
We're not
Xbox?
costing
This
someone
is
their job
xCloud.
right now,
Okay.
right, Rogan? There's no.
Also,
I'm not dropping any names, but they have been. They literally took their phone to work with their Xbox controller and were playing off of their work's piss poor internet connection, running it at 4K. This is Forza Horizon 4. We're running it at 4K with no latency at all.
sorry about that technical difficulties. We're back now.
All right, with that, we're going to start wrapping it up for the month a little bit faster than Google Stadia would. But so a couple things before we head out. One, put on your calendars December 6th, EAE Play Day from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. in Building 72. All three of us have games there, so you should come check it out.
We'll try to get some footage of our games and upload them to the channel as well
Right,
for those
yeah.
who can't make it.
Yeah. And then secondly, another reminder for the Game Awards, December 13th, I believe. And-
Yeah, unless I'm totally
I know,
wrong.
Blake, you can know what to do.
There's
Like-
always Google.
Right?
You do the same thing you do to me every day.
Geek Out.